So the Big 12 released its schedule last week, last of the Power Four, yes, now Power Four conferences to do so. Overall, really not all that appealing. A lot of that has to do with now what the new Big 12 looks like and the lack of out of conference games. But there is one thing that I did want to note that I thought that was really interesting, and that was the Oklahoma State schedule. Now, they are one of the top three to be the top odds on favorite to win the conference. So, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, and Utah will likely be the top three favorites to win the Big 12. But I wanted to look at Oklahoma State's schedule, and it is really front loaded. So, they start off with the back to back FCS champs in South Dakota State. That's as hard of a out of conference FCS game as you're gonna get. So they start off with South Dakota State, and then week two, they host Arkansas, another out of conference game, not a easy game. Then Tulsa, and then Utah, and then at Kansas State, and then they host West Virginia. So their first six games. So the good news is four of them are home. The bad news is in the first six games, you play two of the other top three favorites to win the conference, and you had Arkansas, an SEC opponent, and South Dakota State, the two-time FCS champion. So that's the bad news. So they have a steep hill to climb in the beginning. Then they hit the bye week. But then after that, if they get through kind of scot free and not a lot of injuries, and they end up winning five of six of those games, they'll be set up well to become enter into the Big 12 championship. The rest of their schedule is very manageable. BYU, Baylor, back-to-back road games, but not the stiffest of competition. Arizona State and TCU, that's all before they hit another bye. Now, all of those teams will likely be improved from last year, but still nothing, too nerve-wracking there. And then we got Texas Tech and Colorado to finish out the season. So it's really just a very front-loaded schedule for Oklahoma State. If they are able to, get to that bye week and be able to breathe a little bit, they'll be set up nicely for success. So interested to see how Gundy bounces back after a wild year last year, to now entering into a new Big 12. They get through the first part of their schedule, the first half of their schedule, they'll be set up nicely.